We are often taught to view job satisfaction as a finished product, an outcome an employer provides through a well-written job description. This view encourages a passive approach to work. It leaves many young professionals waiting for a promotion, a headhunter, or a lucky break to finally spark a sense of engagement. While this waiting continues, external pressures like mortgages and family obligations begin to accumulate. These commitments increase the cost of career changes, making it harder to leave a role that doesn't fit. This raises a difficult question. Does the act of waiting for a better job actually erode the very skills needed to find meaning in any job? Sustained engagement at work requires the active and repeated practice of shaping your own environment. To study how people find this meaning, researchers Amy Resniewski and Jane Dutton conducted field studies at the Yale School of Management, focusing specifically on the hospital cleaning staff. They identified a group of employees who adhered strictly to their official job descriptions. These individuals performed their listed cleaning tasks and nothing more. This group reported low job satisfaction. For them, the work remained a series of disconnected, repetitive chores. However, a second group of employees with the exact same job titles approached their shifts with a different mindset. These workers unilaterally altered their routines. They spent time talking to patients and coordinated informally with nurses to improve the flow of the ward. Resniewski and Dutton called this job crafting. It begins by changing the specific tasks you perform and the people you interact with. The third pillar involves cognitive reframing, viewing work as contributing to patient recovery, connecting tasks to a larger objective. The study suggests meaning is a localized output, something generated by how a person chooses to structure their daily reality, regardless of their official title. This framework does have a prerequisite. It assumes the role allows for a baseline level of personal discretion. In highly regulated industries or strict compliance-driven hierarchies, that discretion often doesn't exist. In these rigid environments, unapproved changes are often treated as insubordination. This creates a significant risk for the employee rather than a path to meaning. Using this tool effectively requires first determining if your current organization has the structural flexibility to support it. Learning to craft a role is a skill that offers the highest utility when developed early in a career. Over time, the pressure of a long tenure and the financial weight of adult life can lock a person into a specific trajectory. These external factors make the risk of experimenting with your role feel much higher by the time you reach middle age. Without building this habit now, a professional risks spending 2 decades waiting for an external change, like a new employer or industry, to provide the engagement they could have generated themselves. You can test the flexibility of your own role this week with a simple experiment. Identify one task where you have the authority to make a change. Intentionally alter the order of the work, the people involved, or the goal you are trying to achieve, and do so without seeking prior approval. Career agency depends on the transferable skill of shaping your current work to fit you, rather than waiting for the arrival of a role that doesn't yet exist.